All right, hey, good morning, everybody. Today on this episode of Simple Solutions, I just want to show you guys some things that I'm going to do and that PE teachers can do in the classroom with kids. I've had a lot of people say that their kids don't get to go to the gym anymore, and they're going to be rotating from classroom to classroom, doing PE that way. And they're like, "What can we do? What's some ideas? What can we do in a contained area without kids having to, with keeping with social distancing and CDC guidelines and things like that." And I'm just going to show you a few games that I've come up with and a few activities that I've done in the past and a new one that I think could be really helpful in this. I'm lucky I get to still be in the gym right now and have my whole space and all my games and activities and I plan for social distancing and CDC recommendations and things like that. But I still get to have my big gym. But a lot of people have asked me what to do in a classroom because they can't. They're self-containing their kids. And one of the biggest things I do that would be great for this are exercise cards. I've just taken a normal deck of cards and I've just put exercises with them. And I have a video of this coming out later on. But I thought this would be good to show before school starts with everything going on. So take a look at it. You have exercises written on these. Just I picked some. So we have side planks for the queens, and your threes. We have push-ups, and you do 3 push-ups. We have air squats for the 4s, and I made sure you run in place. Anytime we have an activity like that, it's always 30 seconds, and my kids know that. And but in the classroom, these are easy to use with kids, and kids can play speed against each other, or go fish, or just play high card or whatever game you want to play with them, and just teach them how to play that card game. And whoever wins, like for example, if you're playing go fish and you end up getting 2 of a kind, you ask for a card and you take someone else's, they have to do what that says. So you have 2 kids playing against each other, or 3, and you take their 7. They have to do 7 air kicks. They have to do air squats or planks or whatever it is. And it's a game that my kids love to do. My own kids at home, they ask to play with these cards more than just a regular deck of cards when we play Go Fish and Speed and golf and things like that. And I think they do just so they can see Dad have to do the silly exercises and put me in that place like that. So make some exercise cards. To get about 20 of these, it cost me $10, and I have a lot of these that my teachers can use. My teachers have used in the past in their classrooms. The next thing, and I've shown you this in a previous video, but it's an exercise ball. I took a $5 ball from Walmart and just wrote exercises on it, and questions. So what's your favorite food? 5 lunges, 5 push-ups. Your kids can pass this around, gently to each other. I wouldn't say pass it around the entire classroom because then you're getting germs on it, but it's easy to sanitize afterwards. Permanent marker won't rub off if you clean it the right way. And the kids can pass this around to each other. Get groups of 3 or so, but keep them 6 feet apart. Pass the ball, hand sanitize, have the kids sanitize after the game, and you can still use this. And it's a great way to have PE in the classroom. Another thing that I love for PE in the classroom is a game that I used to play as a teacher called golf. And you've seen me use these before. I have all these golf balls with exercises on them. This one says clap for 30 seconds, and you think just clap for 30 seconds. If you have your kids clap as fast as they can for 30 seconds and they have to bring their hands out, it's burning some energy, it's getting them excited, it's getting that heart pumping, run in place. But I take these, and I personally will be out in the class and I'll just kind of look around and then just randomly throw it to a kid. I might look this way and throw it over this way to a kid, and they catch it, they read it to the class, run in place. So they stand up and run in place. And as they're running in place, I'll throw another exercise to somebody. 20 jumping jacks. I throw it, and that kid has to start the jumping jacks. And kids are excited because they're going to get to do something, and they don't know what it's going to be. But this is full of just different exercises and activities. These were 50 cents when I got them on clearance. So usually $1 at the dollar store. 8 balls for $1. There's 8 exercises right there. Very easy game. Create whatever exercises you want for those kids. Just a great game of good exercises going on for those kids. Another thing that you can do with this also is I take these buckets that I've gotten from Thunder basketball games and OU football games, and I place them around the room, and I give kids a few balls, and I say shoot them, and they'll shoot them, and whatever lands in, those are the exercises for the day. It's a little more difficult because usually the kids don't make too many shots, and but if they do, if I have 5 or 6 in there, those are the exercises we do that day. So a fun little activity to do with the kids. Now, to get a little more movement, it's one that I actually kind of worry about a little bit with social distancing, but something that I've done before is I put kids in groups by colors, and I'll put these rings in the 4 corners of the room. I'll have yellow, green, red, and then blue, just these little rings. You know, these were underwater rings from the dollar store for swimming. You know, again, a dollar for the entire pack of them. And I put these in 4 places in the room. And then I'll put the kids in teams, and their goal is to keep this balloon in the air while running and trying to get to their hoop, and then trying to strategically put their color into the hoop without it touching the ground. You know, I usually put it up on the desk or something like that, and then their job is to get into the hoop. The first team that gets it in wins. So it's just again, $1 for the balloons. You can get a 15-pack or a 20-pack or whatever, these balloons at the dollar store, 15-pack, and use the colors that you want to for your game. So again, cheap, easy ideas and activities to do in your classroom if you have to be in the classroom. I have tons of videos on my YouTube page over what to do in the gym, but I haven't had any of things to do in your classroom. So for you teachers out there that are trying to figure out some games and activities for social distancing guidelines and in the classroom or being in a confined space, these are some things that you can do to separate kids and keep them there. So I hope these games are good. I hope you like them. I hope it's helpful to you guys. And let's go out there and let's have a great week in PE. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.